Hello, friends. Hello, brothers. Hello, sisters. I am once again with you on this fresh morning of 17th June with the remaining part of our first lesson, the last lesson. Hello and good morning. So, dear friends, we are dealing with a very sensitive story of a French school going boy, Franz, and his teacher, Mr. Hamel. So, we have seen that after the occupation of the German forces led by Bismarck on the French cities of Alsace and Lorraine, it has been announced that only German will be taught in these cities, and all the occupied area of Germany. So, Mr. Hamel, who has been teaching French language there as a teacher since 40 years, had suddenly decided to leave the French cities as he had no other option. The other character, Franz, who was a lazy boy, as usually you see the normal students are. Another side of his personality is that he was not at all serious in his studies, and this thing he has realized after the last lesson of Mr. Hamel. So, this story is very much symbolical, and it teaches us that we should not take things for bother. We should not take things for granted. We should bother about everything, every simplest and every minute thing in life is very much important for us. So let us move on to the next part. Yes, we have gone through this yesterday. This is the classroom of Mr. Hamel. Yes, yes, this has also been done. Uh, yes, though there was great hustle and bustle in the class that could be heard out in the street also. There was the usual opening and closing of desks, lessons reciting repeatedly at the same time, and the sound of Mr. Hamel's great ruler could be heard. He was talking about the earlier days. Uh, Today's day is different. The atmosphere in the class is very serene and calm, and everyone is very much quiet. But it was quite different at this moment. There was nothing usual. It was all still and graveyard silence everywhere. It was as quiet as Sunday off or holiday morning. Franz saw his classmates through the window. They were all in their usual places, and he saw Mr. Hamel walking to and fro with the iron ruler in his hand. He had to open the door, though reluctantly. Reluctantly means without any interest. So he had opened the door, though very much reluctantly, and had to go inside the class before everybody. He was very much embarrassed with this sudden situation because he did not expect such kind of situation. Franz was extremely embarrassed and ashamed of the situation he had to face, but to his surprise, and he was frightening that Mr. Hamel would scold him, but nothing has happened like that. But to his surprise, Mr. Hamel said nothing to him and looked at him kindly and asked him to go to his place. So Franz went to his desk quite surprisingly and in confusion also. Mr. Hamel, with a ruler in his hand always, he did not scold him with a word and asked him to sit without any punishment and all to his seat. So Franz went to his desk quite surprisingly and in confusion. So you can understand what confusion and surprise was going through in his mind. When he come out from his confused state of mind, he had a glance at Mr. Hamel. For a certain time, he went into utmost confusion and surprise, so he did not look upwards. After some moment, he looked at Mr. Hamel. What did he see? You see, Mr. Hamel wore a beautiful green coat. Mr. Dear friend, wore means it is the past tense of wear. Wear means to put on something, put on dresses and all. Mr. Hamel wore a beautiful green coat. He had his frilled shirt and a black silk cap. Very beautiful. He has been wearing a very beautiful shirt, a green coat, and a black silk cap, as if he has come to attend a function. All his apparels were embroidered. All his apparels were embroidered. By mistake, I typed here was. His apparel was embroidered. Mr. Hamel never wore such ornamental clothes except on the day of school inspection. Only on the day of school inspection, Mr. Hamel used to wear such kind of clothes. Next, Franz saw that the whole school was looking extremely solemn and serious. So no everyday crowd is there, no reciting of poems are there, nothing. Everyone in the room, everyone in the classroom was very much quiet, solemn and serious. So, and the little, yes, the whole school seemed too strange and solemn, but the thing that surprised me most was to see on the back benches that were always empty. A very strange thing, this question is also very important, my dear friends. A very strange thing Franz has noticed in his class. What was that thing? The back benches we used to be always empty. This time they were occupied by the village people, village folk. Mr. Hamel was too great a teacher. He also used to teach the folklore, the illiterate folklore of that district. So this one more quality we arrive to know, we come to know about Mr. Hamel, that he has a feeling of he has a very good tint of social uh, work and social things in his mind. But the thing that surprised me most was to see on the back benches that were always empty, the village people sitting quietly like ourselves mean like the other students. Who was there? Old Hosser. Who was this Hosser? With three corner hat. He has been wearing a three cornered hat. The former mayor, he was the former mayor, the former postmaster, and several others beside. There were several folklores over there. A former mayor of the city, a former postmaster, and several others. Everybody looked sad. Everybody was looking very much sad. And Hosser had brought an Old primer, my dear friends, is an elementary language book, a primary language book, a basic book. For example, for KG1, KG2 students, number books, A for apple, B for ball. So very basic language books. It is called as primer. Okay. Everybody looked sad, and Hauser had brought an old primer, thumbed at the edges, and he held it open on his knees with his great spectacles lying across the pages. Now we will see the explanation. The most surprising thing for France today was that the back benches that were usually empty, the village folks now all present there, sitting still and soberly. He saw old Hauser, the former mayor, the postmaster, and several others also. Franz also noticed that Hauser also brought an old primer beside him. He held the primer on his knees and with his big spectacles lying across the pages. So, dear friends, some difficult words over here. Primer means basic reader of any language, and thumbed means torn and damaged. A very old book. In those days, printing machines have not been that much, uh, discovered, invented. So whatever books they were having, they had to use those books for years. So that's why that torn and damaged book he has been having, Hauser. Solman means serious. Okay. So dear friends, next part. While I was wondering about it all, Mr. Hamel mounted his chair and in the same grave and gentle tone which he had used to me said, "My children, this is the last lesson I shall give you." He suddenly announced. And remember, Franz was totally unaware of all these facts. The order has come from Berlin to teach only German in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. He was talking about an order which had arrived from Berlin, the capital city of Germany, to teach only German in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. What was the reason? Can you guess? Yes, these French cities have now been occupied by Germany. So the order announced that now onwards there will be only German language which will be taught in the schools. The new master comes tomorrow. He also announced, he also informed that the new German teacher who would teach them German, he would come tomorrow. This is your last French lesson. I want you to be very attentive. So, Mr. Hamel said with a heavy heart that this is their last French lesson and he wanted everybody to be very much attentive. What a thunderclap these words were to me. These are the exclamatory remark of Franz, because he was totally unaware of all the things. What a thunderclap these words were to me, as if a thunderstorm has come down. Oh, the wretches! That was what they had put up the town hall. Yes, this is the reason. This is the farewell party, in a sense. So, this is the last lesson. Franz was confused and could not figure out what was happening that day. Just then, Mr. Hamel told them that it was their last lesson in French, as the Prussians in Berlin had ordered that. Prussians means, dear friends, German, don't get confused. Earlier it was called as Prussian forces, and afterwards it has become Germany. In Prussian forces, some part of Poland, some part of Austria, and some part of Germany, they all together they were called Prussian. In Berlin had ordered that French language would no longer be taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine, and that German language be taught instead. The German teacher would arrive the next day, and as this was the last lesson in French, he wanted them to pay attention. So, this is all for today, my dear friends. And yesterday, I have given you, I gave you the exercise for the first four questions, and I hope you have done it so far. So, today, the next homework is for you. You have to write down the remaining questions, question number 5, question number 6, question number 7 and 8. Write it down on a fresh page. Write the answers on the fresh page, and send it to my to the group also. You can send it by taking a photograph. So thank you very much. Thank you.